Howdy folks, welcome to Loco Shortline Operations. Got myself in a little bit of a mess here. I kind of messed up some loading, trying to get that fixed with the crane. So I got the containers off of the car. I'm going to try to get them back on the car. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. Let me make sure the game sound is working. Holy crap. Yeah, that's working. This has some really, I need to turn it down. It's got like a non-linear volume level, so it's a little tricky to get right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes as we play here. Let's hop in the crane. Crane's got a beefy little engine sound too. So I just tried to get that blue container on there, and it fell off the other side. So let's see if I can pick that up again. Still getting used to the controls. Somewhat in the middle. How's it going, Joe? Is it Joe Bopey? We'll go with Joe. Alright, and if I attach... Okay, so that is attached. I think just a container. I've had trouble with it grabbing like everything around it when I attach. I tried the Euro crane today and it doesn't rotate, so I got this one. But other than that, I've not tried it, no. Does it have advantages? I bought it and I couldn't rotate it, so I assumed it was still broken. But it sounds like maybe it's not supposed to rotate, from what Joe was saying on the Discord earlier. It's not meant to rotate now? Gotcha. Yeah, that's what Joe was saying. So no, we'll see how this goes. I might end up getting the Ural and giving it a whirl. Alright, we need to come in and down. And it doesn't always attach either. I think it's because this one is upside down. Might have to go all the way to the bottom of the container and try attaching. Nope. Yeah, this one might be tricky since it's upside down. See if I can grab this far edge over here. Can't see. Can't wait till we get like proper camera controls. Yeah, it's not grabbing onto anything. I was hoping we'd grab that top edge or something. Alrighty, I might have to like ram that with a crane or something. I can't grab it for whatever reason. Let's go try this one, which is setting up right. Yeah, I'd have to like go underground, Joe, so I might have to try to ram that one and flip it over. It's upside down. Yeah, see, it's upside down. I don't know if you can see the lettering there. Oh, you're that Joe. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's upside down. It's Ograk. Well, it does matter because it won't hook on. Maybe the crane's just broken. They won't hook on to anything. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I tried it above it, beside it. I'll give it another whirl if we can get this one up on this trailer. It'd be a little more... that way, I guess. Yeah, I'd been hooking them just above it, but I couldn't get that green box to take at all. I'll give it another whirl, though. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this in between there. Maybe I can get it on top. And yeah, it seems to grab like everything. I don't know if you're just doing a ray cast down, but it seems to grab everything. I picked up the entire train. It's pretty awesome. It doesn't like just detect the first hit. I don't know if you're using a ray, but it's like it grabs everything the ray goes through. Wait, I was using the wrong button. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I had it just above the crate. I ended up doing like 3 feet above the crate, and then I was able to get just the crate. So I got like as high, I got too high, and I just inched it down, and then like 3 feet above the crate, I could hook on to just the crate, if that makes sense. So I'm really good at breaking stuff too, so I should be in QA. If there's a weird way to break something in a game, I'll find it. Wiggle around and drop. Oh yeah, look at that! Stacking professional. Alright, let's give this green box another whirl. I'm loving this game though, Joe. You got a winner here. I mean, obviously it needs a lot of work. You know that better than anybody, but it's a ton of fun. Hey, AppDaff, how's it going? Yeah, so you got all that insider knowledge, Joe. I'm a complete noob coming at this blind, so I'm gonna find all the holes in your theories. Alright, let's get this right smack in the middle, just in case that matters. Alright, let's try here. And of course, now that I try it again, it works fine. I did that before and it didn't work. It's a lot of fun, AppDaff, and it's super cheap too. It's like 14 or 15 bucks, I think. It's got a lot going for it. I'm starting to learn stuff. I am yet a noob though. Yeah, but I was trying like before the stream and stuff too, Joe. Before you was even here. So that's why I thought I needed to go to the top. So I was going inside of it. Just clip through that crane. It'll be fine. Clip right through it. Now, every game under development is going to be lacking in some areas. It's all good. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure we can get all the way up to the northeast corner of the map like that. Was that in Sterling? No idea. All right, I noticed when I saved and reloaded, the crane was all nicely put away. But I'll get it folded up here. Okay, get that in there. I love that we have like cranes and forklifts. It's awesome. All right, let's get our feet up. Get the arms in. Parking brake off. Didn't even have to ram it. All right, you can come on down. Yeah, I would imagine the models are from just various places wherever Joe could buy them. I could be wrong. I don't know that any models are custom or not. There's kind of a mishmash of stuff. Uh-oh. Sometimes traction is an issue. Alright, if you haven't seen this game before, check this out. Let me get my rail wheels down. Look at that! It's a little hard to see from this perspective. Let me put the brake on and hop out. Look! We're riding on the rails! I mean, yeah, it's missing like some parts and stuff, but it's okay. The gameplay is there. That's the important thing. The rest is just details. Yeah, check that out. Pretty awesome. Now we can ride the rails. I like it. I might end up just resetting this though and taking the cheesy way out. It takes like over 5 minutes to drive to the spawn on the rails from here with this thing. So let's just leave that parked here for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save my game. Little saves coming. And we'll see how far we can get with this monstrosity of a load. I will say, I'm not a fan of the horns. I'm sure that's just placeholder. Alright, UI is up. Let's get our light on. I was watching a video earlier today. I guess the reverser doesn't work like a locomotive reverser. It works like a transmission or something, they were saying. So that's kind of weird, but I'm learning more and more about how the game works. Oh, I've still got the car brakes on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Oh, I thought I had the car brakes on. I had that car brake on. Got it. I like how the diesel sound changes under load. It's like if I put the reverser all the way forward now, like it bogs down the engine. I'm still experimenting on how that actually works. I'm used to like American diesels. I don't know anything about this particular diesel here. Maybe I should slow down until I see how much physics is actually at play here. This is a fairly sharp turn. Hang in there, boxes. What's up, Lone Wolf? Nothing you see here tonight will be OSHA compliant. This is, oops, Kerbo spilled the cargo everywhere. Let's put it back on with the crane. All right. So let's go make sure we can get to where we need to go. So the map is huge. This is map 2. I think it's 10 by 10 kilometers. Map 1 is 14 by 14 kilometers, I think. I like the looks of this one. So we need to throw that turnout. And then we need to throw that one and throw that one. And then we should be good to go up to the docks. Should be quite stable if nothing's too sudden. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure what all shenanigans were going on. But the physics overall, keeping in mind I've only played like 4 or 5 hours probably tops. The physics overall feels good. Like there's a sense of weight to stuff. I like it. Alright, we get some fairly stiff short grades here, so. And we got a long downhill. And this is my like first track, so there's plenty of jank to go around. CFR class 95. I don't know what that is, but sounds good to me. I was trying to figure out how the gradient thing in the upper left works. It seems like if you can put the pointer on some tracks, like sometimes it shows the grade, but I haven't got it to be very consistent. So I usually run about 75 on the regulator unless I'm pulling a big hill. Otherwise it seems you're just kind of like wasting power with this particular locomotive. Yeah, I've tried looking at the rail. I'll try it when we get over here on a hill. It seems like maybe, like if I have cargo like this, that blocks it. I don't know if it's doing a ray cast from like the camera's position. We'll get into some not 0% here after a while. Oh, at the rail itself? Gotcha. I've had it work when I don't have cargo in the way, so I think maybe the cargo is blocking it. We're also on fairly flat territory right here. Oh, it only goes about 15 meters. Gotcha. I'm going to learn a lot with Joe in here, because Joe made this thing. He can answer dumb questions for me all night. So you'll notice my railroad, for the most part, just kind of follows the ground. So there'll be little undulations, dips and stuff. The major places, I went ahead and put down some trestle. I'm hoping we get more advanced track in the future, like with roadbed, and make it easier to lay out some gradients. I'm not sure that switch is going to stay there, but I need to get up to that industry someday. So I put that switch in, but I was looking at the gradient earlier. I might end up doing that further down the line. But it's easy to make changes. So what are we doing, you may ask? Well, we're taking some large goods. I think they're called large goods. I'm still getting used to the terminology. Sorry, they're heavy goods. We're taking heavy goods up to Greenville docks. Now look below the train. Yeah, there we go. 1.1%. Yeah, that's a good point. If I come over to the side, I can get it on the rail. It seems to maybe pick up like the average gradient for the spline or something. Anyway, we were down here at the heavy goods yard because I had brought some standard goods from here all the way over here and sold them to the heavy goods yard, which gave me heavy goods. And now I'm taking the heavy goods all the way up here to Greenville Docks, which will give me logs, and then I can take the logs all the way down here to Camden Mill, which will give me lumber. Then I can take the lumber all the way back up to Greenville Docks. So there's a lot of railroading to be done. But it all makes you money, and there's like a progression, and the more you sell of something, I think the price will go down. There's a little bit of dynamic stuff to the economy. It is average for each section. Cool. That's kind of what it seemed like, so. Getting a little bogged down here on this grade, but this engine's pretty capable. Just double check that we do, in fact. Yeah, we're going through there and we're headed up to the docks. Awesome. Went with Percy. Is that a Thomas the Train thing? I went with the cheapest diesel because it seemed like steam was maybe not super well modeled yet. And I've been doing steam on Railroads Online, so I went with the simplicity of diesel. Hopefully everything stays on the track here. Whee! Yeah, we threw a few sparks, you know. It's fine. Oh, the Trojan, is it a little more powerful, maybe? I don't like these double stacks. I can't see. So I can look out the window. And you can run stuff from the cab, as well as the keyboard. Alright, hang on, train. So we got some steep grades over here, so I might have to give her a little goose to the throttle. I like this map. It has a lot more detail, like grass and trees and stuff on it. The other map's bigger, but it's a lot more bare. I can look at brown and run 8. I wanted to see some green. And I haven't found it yet. Is there a horn button, or is it just from this control here? We need a horn button. Oh, tilde. Ah, there we go. Joe's the man. Watched a couple of the Run 8 streams. Yeah, I really enjoy Run 8. I bounce around between a lot of different games. Somebody had mentioned this game, Loco Shortline Operations. I think on my first season of Railroads Online. And I looked at the Steam store page, and I think maybe it had just come out. And it just didn't look like anything I wanted. Then I gave it another look. I think Trains with Nick, one of his videos popped up in my YouTube feed. I'm like, oh, let's go see how that game's doing. And I was like, oh yeah, this has come a long ways. This looks awesome. So I immediately went and bought it. And now I'm kind of addicted. There's a lot to do. I still haven't found, somewhere out here is like oil places where you can pump oil and make your own diesel. There's a lot of buildings and stuff you can put down. There's a lot going on. But I'm just getting started. I did have a little bit of money till I spent $4,500 on that crane. But at least right now, you can just sell anything back for the same price. So that's nice. So when I'm done with that crane, I can go sell it back. But I've got some plywood that's spilled because I was running trains earlier and working, and I lost track of the train, and it ran right off the end of the track. Sorry, talk to my daughter real quick. Don't stall train. She's gonna hang out and watch trains for a little bit. So we're almost up here to the docks. I've heard there's boats in the game, but they're not working 100% yet. I haven't seen any. So they're around here somewhere. This track here is real janky because it's just following the ground. It's the Wavy Express. Let's see. We are set up to go into the docks. All right, cool. You can see some sparks. I put a little bit of brake on. Start bleeding off some momentum here. Yeah, I've got the California route, so it is very brown in Run 8. There's some New York and some Florida, Georgia routes as well from third parties, I think. It has a lot of green on that. And I think the new Roseville sub has some green on it. All right, I'm just going to ease on into here. This is quite a bit of weight, so with just the locomotive brakes, it can take a little bit of an angling to get stopped. Ooh. That was a little bumpy. And what's cool is I'm in control of that loco. I can still hop out and run around. So heavy goods are $9.90 and give us 50% production on logs. Oh, the horn's like you're standing in the train. Is it not directional? Or if those top ones are going to be too high. I think they're going to be close enough. We'll find out. Oh, I didn't cut that back one. Nice. There we go. Stop. So now we have 3 sets of logs. I haven't figured out how the production level works. Like that said 50%. I didn't have any logs. Each one of those. So 2 boxes equals 1 log. Is that how that works? Yeah, because I had 6, so that kind of makes sense. But it was already at 50. So I'm not 100% sure. Or no, I just had 5. That's right. That math works. I was thinking I had 6, but I only had 5 boxes. Okay, so that is percent of production of one thing. Got it. So I need to get to the quarry and bring rocks over here at some point. All right, well, let's grab some logs since we're here. Oh, that horn. Math is hard. I was thinking I had 6, like 3 and 3, but it was 3 and 2. I think I can spawn a set there, and they'll sit, and then we'll put the other one in the back. I think I need the slightly longer flat car, and then I could get 2 logs on there possibly. There we go. Full speed ahead. So I've got a big reverse loop out there, which I think is set. Yeah. But we need to flip this one so we can come back around. And you can also teleport to like anything. Any loco, car, truck. Pretty handy. There's a lot of really good quality of life things in this. So now we need to head down to the mill, I think. Zoom out here. Yeah, Camden Mill. These thrown. No, we need that one. That one. So we'll come straight through there and then down to the mill. Yep. Alright. We're still on track? We're still on track. We have all our logs. Yay! It's easier to change the wheels on a railway wagon. I don't know about that. It's pretty easy to change the car tire. It takes a lot of work to get the cranes lined up, or if you're using airbags, to the airbags into place. It's definitely not faster. Easier is debatable. So just keep it right on that rail. You can see how bad my track work is. So this locomotive is kind of slow, but obviously we'll upgrade at some point. So I do have enough to get another car. So we might, I wonder if it's worth stopping and... No, we got to come back up before we can go get standard goods anyway. I'm not sure how many lumber each log thing produces. Yeah, exactly, AptF. It's a little switcher. But it was 4,500, and if you start getting into the faster locos, they're like 20, 30, 40,000. You only start with $10,000. Gets the job done for now. It's fairly powerful. I think it would do 3 cars just fine. don't know how long we can go, though. Oh, maybe it's worth picking up an extra car just in case there's lots of lumber. Because it tells you what each place, like, sells and produces. It doesn't tell you the ratios. I need to start... Maybe somebody already has. I need to start, like, a spreadsheet of the production values. Yeah, they got the weight and the gearing for low-speed shove. I think can I use the, yeah, I can reset. So I can reset that crane back to the start. It'll be there waiting for us. What I need to do is drive it down to the standard goods at some point. When we're down there and load, I've got a couple of things to apply with that need loaded on cars. Yeah, some of those big steam locos had crazy amounts of tractive effort. So, like I was saying, the maps are huge. It takes a while to get from one side to the other. Especially at 30 miles an hour. It's about all this thing will do. I've had it up to 40 on a sharp downhill. I made a little crossing here just for fun because there were some houses sitting over there. So, bit of crossing and some. There's a few little props you can use. Here's a good example of where I should have probably put in some trestle, but we'll just roll through the little valley here. Are the weights and stuff realistic, Joe? Like the car weights and the various cargoes and stuff? I wasn't sure if the physics was going for like realism or it was just a gameplay thing. I noticed that the cars and Loco seem to have a little bit of spring in their suspension, which is cool. That tower on the hill over there means we're getting close to the starting point. That's where we're going to head south down towards the mill. Going for the feeling. Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of times in games you have to fudge the numbers to get it to behave the way you want. Used to have a sign there. I guess I got rid of it. I might go ahead and grab another car just in case we end up with more lumber than we carry. I don't remember what the ratio was last time I went down there. Hope none of this grass is dry. We lighting it on fire. Alright, let's go sell that real quick. So I think the long trailer, I think that's what I need for logs and stuff. Let's actually get a couple of those. I wonder if I should trade those cars in for these. Buy. We change color on these? Doesn't look like it. I'll grab one of these. We'll take it down there in case we need it for the lumber. Forgot to put the brakes on a long time ago. We'll eventually stop. Oh, you can fly too, which is nice for surveying. Then you can hit Z to like lock yourself in the air if you want to look around. Like I was saying, there's a lot of quality of life things in this game. We need environment sounds. I haven't really noticed ambient sounds though. Hey, Long Hauler, how's it going? How's it compare to Railroads Online? I mean, it's hard to compare. Right now, it's way more fun. I'm pretty frustrated with all the Railroads Online bugs. I think I'm spinning out here. We get stopped. I didn't give it enough juice. There's more to do. The track is... There's a lot more pieces and choices, but it doesn't look as good because there's no roadbed yet. So it's different. It's kind of hard to compare them because they're completely different things. But inevitably, people are going to try to compare them because they're both railroad games. Push! Push! We'll grind some rail while we're at it. Yeah, the art style is a little off-putting to a lot of people. But I've never cared as much about art style as, like, good gameplay. So many people miss out on good games because they get hung up on graphics. Yet we have a lot of terrible games with great graphics. All right. Let's head on down to the mill with our logs. Yeah, it's all coder art, right, Joe? Yeah, exactly, long hauler. And Railroads Online, as my railroad gets bigger, it's getting more and more jittery and laggy, and Railroads Online is just not in a good place right now. I think he's rushing out patches because of all the drama and the new publisher and stuff, and there's just not much testing. And so the Railroads Online series will be coming to a close. I don't remember if it's episode 16, 17, somewhere in there. I haven't recorded the final episode yet. I don't play stuff on YouTube for the numbers. I play stuff on YouTube to have fun, and it's not fun anymore, so I'm going to quit the series. People will either like it or not, whatever. YouTube is a hobby. Streaming is a hobby. Alright, let's hop back in the cab. I think I'm in the cab. Oh, I didn't have my brakes all the way off. What a noob. I thought I took those all the way off. Keeps flashing blue. I'm not sure. Sometimes the rail in the distance will glint with sunlight. You might be seeing that. I'm not sure. Ignore the Christmas trees. Oh, do you mean blue like over there? There's marker locations for places on the map. So there'll be blue diamonds, yellow diamonds, red diamonds. Blue, I think, means they both produce and accept goods. Yeah, and I wouldn't really consider myself a YouTuber either, but I do make YouTube videos. I've been doing that for like 9 or 10 years. Just as a fun, creative outlet. And hey, Adam, I don't know if I said hi to you or not. I did answer your question, but howdy, howdy. D-I-A-M-O-N-D. You almost had it, Joe. You were so close. Yeah, I've only played Railroad Online single player. Multiplayer is really bad, from what I understand. It's all good, Joe. I'm a kidder. I can't help it. Speaking of spelling, are both of those words spelled wrong on purpose? I almost submitted a bug report. I thought maybe it was a regional thing. It was supposed to be spelled that way. My mom was a real stickler for spelling, and I'm married to an English teacher, so I notice those kind of things. Not an English teacher, I guess. English major. He mostly teaches math and stuff right now. Alright, we made it over that with the extra car. It seems like that car is pretty heavy. Just empty. Oh, that's a town name. Okay. So Valley's just missing an E then, and then you're good. There's a red diamond over there. I can't remember what the red diamonds mean. Whoa. Game how to. Standard goods, yellow marker. Red marker, heavy goods. So red markers are valuable cargo. I'm not sure what the blue marker. Your money must deliver boxes to blue or red markers. Yeah, I'm more confused now. Anyway, I've been down here before, so I know where I'm going. The maps are not set anywhere specific. It's Game World. I put a shed over there because it felt so lonely just having a little cargo spawn point. So I built a shed there. We're headed to the red diamond. You can see the smoke in the distance there. We're heading to the lumber mill. We're going to turn these logs into lumber. Then we might take the crane down and try to get the plywood that I spilled all over the place. Hey, no worries, long hauler. Stay safe out there. Keep the shiny side up and between the ditches. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to turn these. Maybe just one. I might keep one of these cars. Turn the other one in for the big flatbed. Hey, Lone Wolf. Do you mean in this game? I'm not sure. I haven't really even looked at them that close. I'm a long ways from getting another locomotive. They're really expensive. We're going to be using this one for a while. It's a good little locomotive. We'll go look in a little bit. I'm going to be back at the spawn point. We can take a quick look through for people that aren't familiar with the game. We can take a quick look through and see what all's in there. And again, I forgot to brake on time. So we're going to slide right through the lumber mill. I wonder if I can sell it if I'm fast enough. Ready? Sell. Sell. There we go. Got it. It'll stop eventually. Someday. Yeah, the sparks add a lot of flavor. I love the sparks. They're a little bit overdone sometimes, but I love the fact that we have sparks. All right, so this buys log. Oh, it's 200%. So we get 2 lumber per bundle of logs. Ooh, so we got 6 lumber now. Nice. So I probably should have bought another flat car. Oh well. All right, let's back her on up. Train. Let's back her on up. This is the part where you start moving. I was thinking about it. That must be a really heavy flat car. The other possibility is I'm stupid and I forgot to take the handbrake off. That's a distinct possibility. No, it's off. You're off. You're off. Okay, it's just really heavy. We'll see if this, maybe do I need to have this at like 10%? Then we get more torque. Somebody was saying the reverser worked kind of like a transmission. Maybe it does. All right, so we need to load the logs. AJ Noom. Yeah, that's really weird to me, but maybe that's how some diesels work. It's not how the diesels I'm used to running work. I didn't quite bring that back far enough today. Loosening up just a bit. I'm still getting used to the oops. I'm getting used to the driving physics. Got to reverse the reverser. Yeah, see, I'm just all over the place because I'm not used to how the slack action works and how the transmission thingy works. And yeah, that's what I've heard, J-Noom. So that takes a little getting used to as well. All right, let's try this again. We're going to back up. We're going to maybe back up. These seem to be like a non-linear scale, the brakes. I don't know if that's true or it's just the way they feel. Stop moving. Kerplop. Kerplop. Oh, it moved a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Quit looking at chat. Drive your train. There's so much slack in these couplers. The trip went fine. I got the cargoes loaded back on with the crane, and even though two of the containers were sitting sideways, it worked just fine. So we bought some logs, and now we're grabbing the lumber from said logs. It's hard to be precise with all there's a huge amount of slack in the couplers. And the brakes, like I said, seem to have kind of a non-linear response. So it's going to take some getting used to before I'm actually good at driving these. There we go. Just have it go slow. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that worked double stacking that well. I'll get used to it. It's just, I'm a noob. Why is that moving forward? Really, full loco brake, and it's still moving forward. I mean, there's a little bit of a grade here, but I guess it's 1%. That's more grade than I thought. Having a hard time holding it. Oh, we're here. Here. Spawn. Spawn. Ta-da. First try. Nailed it. I didn't realize that was 1%. It's a lot more slope than I thought. I'm assuming this is super heavy too. Plywood is dense. Sometimes you set the brakes less than 90 then back over to 90. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm still learning all the quirks. I think it's just because we're on a hill and there's a lot of weight here. That's with the brakes off. It's like, see you later. Heaviest car at the back. This will go well. Whoa. Apparently I shifted into second gear. 15 metric ton per. Yeah, it's pretty heavy then. Are those weights in the game somewhere, or is that just something you happen to know? Oh, it's in the Discord. Okay, cool. Actually, now that you mentioned that, I think I saw a pinned comment with some weights on it. I'm experimenting here with the regulator and the reverser. Yeah, Adam, I'm not sure what this is modeled on. Somebody said it had Romanian livery. Possibly. Okay, that's all she's got. Let's see what we can do. Usually I set it at 75. I thought it'd be enough with this much weight. Is this the LDM 12? I don't even know what it is. It is the LDM 12. There we go. Yeah, we'll just set her at 100 and roll with it. So I think I'll take this up to the starter area. I might actually build a small yard there. We could do some track work. Get some storage tracks put in. Because it needs to go up to the docks. I don't really feel like making another run to the docks right now. I've got 2 more plywood down at standard goods way over there. We need to take the crane down there and get those. So we got our work cut out for us. Always stuff to do on the railroad. So we just picked up lumber there. We're headed back up here to the starter area. Sorry, had to be a dad there for a second. Yeah, we're coming up here to the starter yard. I think maybe we'll make some storage tracks here. For those that haven't seen the game, you can see how the track laying works. Yeah, like J-Noom. I think J-Noom is right. If I'm not saying anybody's name right, just let me know. It's kind of a mix, just depending on where Joe could get the models. Some of these are really good models. Like I was looking at the truck detail on this blue car in particular. It's really detailed. I can't really look at it on the move. There is no proper like locomotive camera at the moment. You're just standing in here and you're zoomed out on your player. This is a 5.7% grade. Thankfully, it's not very long. We got a 6.5%, but we're going downhill. Whee! How fast we get going? I'm about 34. So we'll get back over to the spawn area. We'll take a look. I'll show you guys like what rolling stock and locomotives and stuff are in the game. And we'll build some storage tracks. And then we'll take the crane down to the standard goods area and get the other 2 pieces of plywood. I think, or maybe... No, I don't think I can load with a truck that would haul that. So yeah, we probably need to take the crane down there. Maybe we'll load the crane on a flat car. I wonder if that would work. Might be able to load the crane on a flat car and take it down there with the train. We'll try that. Uh-oh. This is like 3 and then 6.5%. This might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Grunt, grunt. I don't think we're gonna make it. That's about all this engine wants to haul on this line, though. Those poor couplers, right? They're pretty beefy, though. Look at the size of those things. Pretty beefy. A ton of slack in them, too. Whee! Nice detail on the chipboard here, too. Yeah, it does look strange at him. And it's, I mean, it's just because there's a mix of models. It may change at some point. This is all work in progress. The couplers are kind of a compromise between like buffers and not buffers, because some rolling stock have the buffers, some don't. All right, I should probably think about slowing down. So let's go ahead and get some brake on. All right, talking to the wife. I'm back. Just blow through the station. Yeah, whatever works. I'm actually going to the wrong place. I don't want to go in there. It's okay. We'll just come back over through here. We'll make it work. God, this is kind of janky here. I think because I had to raise the switch so it wasn't in the dirt, but I raised it too high. So there's a little bit of a rise right here. This could stand to be fixed someday. It's okay, I can fly. Yeah, exactly, Joe. It's a good compromise. Just use these couplers and ignore the buffers. Thinking we got a lot of room right here. I might make some storage tracks right here. So let me get the train out of the way and we'll make some changes. Yeah, we'll just go up on that leg out of the way. That'll work. Oh, I'm on fast move mode. Alrighty. Got that stopped. Let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna save for a while. So let's make like a little yard here. With some storage tracks. How's the best way to do that? I wonder if I should get rid of that. I don't really need this lead here necessarily. US style couplers. I'm not sure if they're any style, if they're just kind of their own thing. They're kind of a. I mean, they're similar to US style. I'm not familiar with Russian couplers, but they're couplers. They couple stuff together. Works for me. So we're going to go delete some track. We're going to add some track. The track works in like sections. So a spline is like 4 sections. So I deleted that. It deleted like all the way up to here. You'll see some of that going on. I think I'm just going to replace this switch. With the other one. Can I do that? No, that's not gonna. It's not gonna line up quite right. What if we line it up over here? We could redo that middle track, and then I think I can make that work. So I had that perfectly lined. It's not going to be perfectly aligned anymore, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Good enough. Just some yard jank, that's all. All right, now if I throw a switch on here, now it needs to come out a little further. We don't really have a measurement tool, but I'll come out to about there. Or if there is, I haven't seen it yet. And then, is that getting buried in the ground or just in the grass? I think it's just getting buried in the grass. Make sure I hit the right key there. So now when I finish this fourth piece, dink. So that one piece is made of 4 sections, if that makes sense. So when you delete a section, it does the whole piece together. And I'll just make this stub end for now. That's something I haven't quite figured out. It like, I want it to end there, but then it doesn't make another piece. It makes it a little longer. What's the ground detail? I've got everything turned all the way up. As far as it'll go. So 24. This slider's backwards because of reasons. Everything turned all the way up. And I still get monitor refresh rate of 144 FPS. So. It runs really well. When that turn out again, which is that one. Something like that. So just a couple stub end tracks. We can always expand it later. And I'm actually going to get rid of the switch. Just hook that in. There we go. So I'm going to push that plywood car in there. Ground detail affects the detail of the M map. Oh, does it? It seems to change the mesh. The mesh detail. sqKM weirdo. Just playing with terrains, you know, the usual. Come on back. Now I don't have the crossing there. I put this crossing here because I was using a forklift. Messing around. This was so I could get the forklift across the tracks. This will probably all get changed at some point anyway. It's not critical. Alright, so if I say unhook you. Whee! Let me ride this down. Wait, where's the brake? Whoa! Alright, turn my walk speed down so I can... No! Oh, it's not turning the handle. Ah, it's not turning the handle. I thought you could do that riding on the car. My bad. Alright, I want to sell that one. I want to buy that one. That on. And then... Did I sell the crane? Yeah, I sold the crane. Oh yeah, let's take a quick look. So we got locomotives. So there's the starter steam loco. There's my little diesel loco. We got this one. Not sure it even works 100%. I think it's mostly for testing. Then we got a, is that an O? What is that? How would you even classify that? 080? $35,000. $25,000 for the bigger diesel. Start getting into some metro cars. $35,000, $40,000. Not sure why there's... Seems like there's text missing there. Maybe not. We got a mogul. BR24. F40. Jeep 38. H6. Tim 2. So these are all like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We got an A and B for the FBs. That's cool. Got something with a lot of heat coming out of it. Oh, really, J&M? Is that too close? There's no boundary there, so... Good to know. There's that one. SD40-2. SD70. Physics testing prototype. It's just a cube. Nice. Developers practicing modeling skills. That's one hell of a gondola. Or gondola, depending on where you're from. Oh, I didn't know we even had stake wagons. That's cool. Not sure why those are in locomotives. Maybe these are testing or something. I got a little shorty. Got a bunch of small UK stuff. I'll just blast through this really quick. Some medium stuff. There's the cars I was using. That's the flat car I just bought. Not sure what the difference between that and the R is. The low boy. We get into some hoppers. More flatbeds with stuff. All the test things are in locos. Gotcha. There we go. We got some support stuff. I'm not sure. It says to be announced. There's some tenders. The other tenders. Got some tankers for carrying like diesel and water and whatnot. Bigger tankers. Brake van. Some more tenders. We got a bunch of narrow gauge stuff, which I thought about going narrow gauge, but I decided not to. A little steamy, We got some little tiny minecart type stuff. Little baby diesel. So all the narrow gauge stuff is in its own category. Cars and trucks, we've got a few pickups. We got the crane, which I was using at the beginning of the stream. We got a bunch of Ural variants. Water, diesel, flatbed. Crane. Speed punk, race car. Forklift. Electric cart. I haven't tried the electric cart yet. So yeah. So I wanted to see if I buy the crane, will it land on the car? Let's find out. Ta-da! Perfect. Believe in narrow gauge supremacy. Oh, does the crane have colors? No, it's not changing colors. Alright, I may have to move that track eventually. If that's close enough, it would sell stuff. So, let's head down to the standard goods place. I've got a couple plywood I need to pick up that's spilled. Is it 90,000 pounds? No problem. We got this. We got this right up to the point where we don't. I'm sure this flat car can handle it. It's fine. Yeah, the flat car might be squatting kind of low. Got that brakes off. We're fine. If we can pull it, we can stop it, right? Oh, the physics is not happy. I think I'm warping space-time. Something weird going on the screen there. Alright, we need to head out this direction. Worst case scenario, I drive it off the flat car and just drive it there by hand. Alright, train. Can we go faster? It's like you want to what? You want a what? Yeah, I know, J-Name. I'm just keeping it slow till we get out on the main. Let's go, little engine. You're gonna want all the speed you can get, buddy. We got a little bit of a hill coming into the standard goods, but we have a downhill before that. So I'm hoping that helps us out. You can't go 50 around the bigger switches with this engine. Unless you build a roller coaster track for it. It tops out at about 30. I think going 50 through a switch with a giant crane on a flatbed would look really silly too. So sometimes I just do things because I think it looks right. Sometimes I do things like this just because I want to be silly. Yeah, we can pull it. It'll be fine. We're going 21 miles an hour. You guys didn't have anything better to do, right? Let's refresh that track. I love that you can open the map and it shows your track. Yeah. Who knew you could have a railroad game that would show your track? It's amazing. Should probably be studying, Envy. Yeah, don't let me keep you from studying. You need to study, then you get to it. No, 21's about what we're doing here. You have a little experience with that, Shaynu? I saw at one place on the other map you could produce tanks. Looks sweet. Do you like that rhino, Dave? That came out of nowhere. The thing was huge. We might be getting speed up. Look at that. We're up almost to top speed. The yellow diamond is where we're going. I can see the buildings. We're getting close. I forgot about this little dipsy doodle. Whee! Ignore that. Pretend like that track is nice and perfectly straight. I am pretty sturdy. Legs like tree trunks. Department procedures, rules, and such. That sounds really exciting. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to pull the hill up into there, but at least we'll be down here close. Much excite, mini wow. No, the aliens are not landing. That's the horn. I don't know the flashlight button. Is it like bracket or something? Oh, I do know the flashlight button. Let me change my story. Yeah, just a casual, 2.5% grade with 90 metric tons of crane. No problem. Oh, that turns them both off. Wait, what? Doesn't update the UI. Joe! Found a bug. Still Shad's good at breaking stuff. It's the feature that shall not be discussed. Got it. Alright, let me switch that just in case. I'm going to try it. There we go. We're stopped. Right on the crossing. Excellent. Alright, let's turn you off. There we go. Now we need to drive this bad boy off of there. Perfect. Oh hey, I found a way to pull the train with the crane. Man, I'm good at this game. That's right, we'll use the power of the rail wheels. This is how I get my truck unstuck all the time. I found an undocumented feature. Wait, the home key? I'm afraid to push buttons now. You guys are going to tell me something that deletes all your stuff. It's okay. We'll be out of here in a jiffy, folks. Don't you worry. It's all under control. Kerbo's on the case. Here. Come back. Oh, crap. Got myself hung up on a switch now. Okay, forward! Forward, ho! There we go, I got my rail wheels down. Now we can get some momentum. Speed, violence, momentum. Yay! Oh crap, this thing's hard to steer. Look out! So there was a little incident earlier today. I might have gotten distracted by work and not been paying attention. Rumors abound. Nope, that's the wrong button. X to hook, not H to hook. Ooh, that is heavy. I can drive with this, right? It'll be perfectly fine. It won't flip me over. Yeah, stinking work. My wife and kids are all like, we want lights to work. We want food. Yeah, I came right off the end of the track past that buffer. Apparently launched into space, because when I looked over there, everything was in a pile. Alright, let's get the outriggers out. That's right, 15 metric tons. Need a rope on this to stabilize it. All right, I think maybe the engine will fit under that. I gotta turn the engine back on. I don't think there's a way to stop this without clicking that. Yeah, no, I need a ground guide. I do have my hard hat on, though. So, I mean, at least we got that much going for us. That does both lights. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some brake off. Oh, you can click the... I tried clicking on the crates, but maybe I was just doing it wrong. It's good to know, though. Oh, and I can change my hard hat color? Well, look at that. There we go. We'll be red. We're a danger to everyone involved. Oh, that's not quite as high as I thought it was. Is there collision? A little bit of collision. It's all good. It'll buff right out. Actually, let's pull on forward. I'm not sure if I can get that much closer to that building. Whoa, where's he? Yeah, I can't tell that clicking on it's doing anything. It's just kind of doing its own thing. Oh, but it's just too weak and the supply was pretty heavy. I got you. No problem. Thunk. Let's just put it right there. Look how far it's stretching that coupler. Go, gadget coupler. I guess I could leave the outriggers out, actually. Might help me not tip over. Do. Still getting used to the controls. That's the stop button. I know that one. This is how policies get rid. Exactly. Oops. Oh, she's heavy. Heave ho! Everybody left. Come on, you guys in the back. You do your part too. Oh. Lift. All right. Parking brake off. Brake spelt wrong. It's okay. Joe's a good coder. He doesn't have to spell. Wait, the coupler slack can be set per wagon? Does your screen go to sleep, Captain Weirdo? Let's get the legs down before I tip this thing over. Actually, I can probably just drop this, right? Ready, and drop. Ta-da! I just figure out which button to push. We're golden. I love it. I love the fact that there's a crane in this game, and you can interact with the cargo. Well done. Sure, I'm standing in the cab, turning around, but you know what? I don't care. I'm having fun. All right, I think I'm done with the crane. Let's send that one back. Reset that back to the starting point. We can go sell it. Let's get this lumber back to the main yard. Normally I would turn this on the turntable. I think we'll just go backwards. That's all the wrong keys. Push all the wrong keys. There you go. Yeah, I hear you, Adam, but we try to keep it fairly clean in here, so that's why the automod got you there. But I hope your day gets better. Alright, reverser to full. Oh, I got you, Adam. I thought you were having a bad day. Yeah, it's just like, whatever. It's on the flat car, boss. Plywood's loaded. It's all good. I guess technically I should have this light on. Hey, License 69, I hope I said that right. I'm just fine. We're just chilling out. Running the railroad, making some monies, fixing some mistakes. Oh, it's a hard C? Gotcha. Lichen? I'm not familiar with the wolf. Let me check the, Ah, woo! I like that emote. Come on, engine. You got this. Man, this plywood is heavy. So that'd be, what, 30 metric tons right there with those two? That does sound nice. Who buys plywood? Or no, it's called lumber. So that goes lots of different places. Even the heavy goods yard. So you can take it to the heavy goods yard and then turn the heavy goods into logs and just rinse and repeat? Okay. So yeah, that would go back down there. I want to get to the quarry at some point. That might be the next place I go. Looks like we can go up through here and around. See what the quarry is all about, because the rock sells good up at the docks. I think. Somewhere I was looking at. Yeah, I think the rocks turn into logs. Yeah, the price dropped. I like that, though. It keeps you from just grinding one thing. It's kind of a seam there. Ooh. There we go. We have rain sounds. Do some more world sounds. That would help immensely. I'm carrying one rock worth of weight. Oh, so is it quarried stone? I was thinking like crushed stone in a hopper. Do you need flat cars for quarried stone? I haven't even been up there yet. All right, where am I going with this? I should probably get zoomed in here. That should work. You know me, come screaming into the station full speed ahead, slamming into everything. Okay, so it is like a quarried chunk of stone. Gotcha. I was just thinking it was gravel. So that's good to know. Before I went and bought a bunch of hoppers and drove all the way up there. This car goes fine. Oh, quit raining. It's only rained for a little bit. I haven't played too much with the weather of the daytime. I'll set it back to day in a bit. I was just playing around. Okay, so that's ready to go up to the docks. So I sold the flat car. I think I want to keep that one in case we need it for something. So I might make another trip up to the docks, get this stuff sold. Don't really need the blue car necessarily. Hey, Thunder. I'm not sure yet. The Railroads Online series will be ending, though. it's getting laggy, and it's just, yeah, I'm not having fun with it anymore. The last episode, I can't remember if it's 16, 17, somewhere in there. So there's still more coming out on Railroads Online, but it will be coming to an end. I don't know if I'm going to do a series on this or if I'll just stream it sometimes. There's so much driving time. The videos would be like a lot of either cuts or time lapses. There we go. Nice rain sounds. Haven't saved in a while, so we'll go ahead and do that. Moist. Not too bad yet, Janu, but it's starting to get kind of like choppy every once in a while. It's mostly jittery rather than like FPS issues. But I can tell the lag's starting to come in occasionally. So I would imagine it'll only get worse as I buy more trains and lay more track. It just needs more time in the oven. Hopefully they can get it patched up. But I don't play stuff if I'm not having fun. And as you'll see in a future episode that I've already recorded, but not released yet, I get pretty frustrated. I'm going to try to record one more episode, which I think will be 17, but I've kind of lost track. Put this blue car over here. Fanny Slam, how's it going? Need a better PC, Dave? Yeah. This i9 and 64 gigs of RAM just isn't cutting it. Definitely need a better PC. Let's see, you're on the other side, aren't you? Let's get zoomed in here. This is a good interactive game too, especially when I'm learning, because I'm a noob at this game. So having people in here that know what they're doing is super helpful. Need somebody that knows how to push the right keys. They put the 4090 out. I don't really think it's worth that much. My 2080 Ti is doing just fine. Alright, let's get hooked onto these guys. Do that from the cab. Whoa, slow down! Tell if I'm on fast or slow walk speed. I think I'm on slow now. Yeah, having Joe in here is huge too. He's literally the guy that wrote the thing, so he can answer most questions, surprisingly. Okay, we're hooked up. Get some handbrakes off. Pretend like that lumber's on there straight. So we had what? 30, 60, 90, 120 tons. No problem. We got this, right, chat? You guys ready to push? You might have to push a little bit. Alright, we want you straight. We want you... We're headed up to the docks. Straight. 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 I've never even went there, so those should all be good. We want you thrown that way. And we're headed into the docks. Let's do it. That horn hurts my soul. Someday we'll get a better horn. Someday I'll remember to put the reverse in the right direction. And it shall be a glorious day. It does sound sad. It's like Atari called, they want their train horn back. It's all good. You gotta have placeholder stuff when you're developing. Especially when you're a single dev. It's all in good fun when I make fun of it. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, Joe. I get it. I've been in IT for 20 plus years. I've done quite a bit of programming myself. I get it. That's a recording of a real train horn? Wow. I thought it was just a sine wave. That is a really sad train horn. Poor train, I feel sorry for it now. Alright, full reverser. Full throttle. We're not messing around. Hey, Hybrid Adventure, howdy howdy. They are real. Okay, well that, it sounds very electronic, so I did not know that was a real horn. Learning stuff all the time. We'll see how far we can make it. I think I'll just keep it wide open. There's nothing too steep except for some really short stretches. Yeah, it definitely sounds like electric. It sounds like I got my cell phone too close to the speaker wire. They have a sine wave for their whistles. Yeah, this is the only thing I've used so far, this little engine right here. I know you can like cheat in money and buy whatever. I just haven't had the time yet to check everything out. Hey, what's up, Hemi? Welcome. Feeling that hill with 120 metric tons back there. I'm taking this to the right place, right? Lumber. Greenville Docks. Yep. Okay, cool. Got some surround sound on your headset. I can hear it changing a little bit as I turn because my guy is turning in the cab. Yeah, sorry, that's the only way to turn around. There is no like actual camera view. Whee! Was it conserving my momentum? Not when I use that key. Whoa! Come back! Don't worry, I can just teleport to the train if I need to. Whoa, whoa, oh, easy. Hey. Uh-oh. Get on top. Get on top. There you go. All right, back to slow walk speed. I'm gonna come into Greenville docks like a boss. Boss wears the red hat, right? I forget what all the different colors mean. Or is it white that's the supervisor? Purple's fuel, right? Oh wait, that's aircraft carrier. Oh, you got the Doppler in there, nice. Hey, slow hand show. Yeah, I think white is the default when you start up. With red, I like the red helmet. I'm nice and safe in there, Lycan. What could be more OSHA approved than safety? I've got my safety vest on. I've got my steel-toed boots as I run across the moving train. We are super safe. Actually moving along at a pretty good clip. We've got one more big hill up here, and then I'm going to want to slow this puppy down. Yeah, we got a hard hat. We got our long sleeves on for protection. We got our high-vis vest. I'm going to just pretend like these are steel-toed boots. Couldn't be any more safe. Like the best chipboard texture ever. Sorry. I get lost in the details. Alright, now I need to slow down, I think. We'll see how we do coming up this last hill. I want to use it for braking. There we go. That worked out pretty well. We'll just kind of ease into the docks. Best track ever. Hope nobody gets motion sick. Throw some brakes on. Make sure the rails are nice and shiny. We start sparking around 20%. What if I just do like 16? No, we're still sparking. It's a shorter list if I tell you what I have connected to, Lycan, because I've just got started. So I've got the standard goods, Camden Mill, heavy goods, and Greenville docks. I think that's pretty much it. Nope, zoom that way. Yeah, of course I go through Lumberton Flats, but that's pretty much it so far. I'm just getting started. Uh-oh. Oh, you're supposed to go the other direction. I'll let it coast to a stop. Too good. I'm not sure I can actually stop this. Can I crouch? I can... Whoa! I can crouch right off the end of the train. Awesome. Still creeping downhill. You're on the opposite side. That's handy. I think we're stopped. Make sure we can get started again. There we go. No problem. Okay, less looking at chat, more actually driving the locomotive. That's how you start on a hill. Get it stopped and then progressively take off brakes. Floating switch stand. I went for functional track on this first run. And it mostly functions. Your derail counter grows. We need a speed readout on the Loco UI. That'd be pretty handy. Yeah, they're still paying $9.90 for heavy goods, so that's good. $19.90 on the lumber. Just ease on in here. Woo, 18,000. Dang. Might be able to buy an engine before I knew it. You're not wanting to stop very much, are you? So we've got 6 logs. We need 3 on each car. So let's see if we can get this lined up pretty good. Keyboard's not the speediest thing in the world. Kerthunk. I don't think I can get 3 on each car. So I cheat the system a little bit. We all know how that works out. Oh, nailed it. It's overhanging a little bit, but we can live with that. So we need that other car. We got the money for that now. Yeah, I might have to try some double stacking. That didn't work so well one time with the containers, but they were like spawning and pushing up rather than dropping from above. The logs are they, I guess they're random colors. That's normal. Try to put it about right in the middle of that car. Beautiful. How close is that? The double stack is touching the green, if that's what you're asking about. On containers, the single stack is in the green. So sometimes it pushes a container up. This is going to be interesting because it looks like it's maybe shifting the logs. Oh, you mean how close is that? Yeah, it's pretty close. I didn't do a spectacular job loading. Surprise, surprise. And the first time it went around the corner, I'm pretty sure it moved this log. At least, or maybe it just pushed the car back. I'm not sure. What happens if you save while you're moving? I'm not sure. I've never loaded a save where I was moving. All right, here we go. Does it preserve the speed and stuff like it? All right, good to know. All right, let's make sure we're lined up. So we need to take these logs all the way down to the mill. So we need to come through here and south. Scroll, 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 scroll. I'm hearing noises. Are those good noises? They're not good noises. What happened? Oh, I didn't throw the switch. I'm a dummy. I didn't throw the switch. I was looking at all the other switches. And that's how you derail the train, folks. That's how you do it, right there. You forget to throw the switch. I was looking at all the other switches, and I missed that one. Do-do-do-do. So, yeah. Good times. I doubt the crane can lift the Loco. Let's sort through this mess. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, it's strong enough to lift that? Wow, that's pretty impressive. I know there's like a re-railer thingy. I don't know if that would be of any use to me. I think you can sort of drive. I'm not sure we can get off of the car. Well, we might have to go buy that crane again. Remember that crane? It was pretty handy. The other option is I had to save, so I'm going to do that option. I'm going to cheese it. How about that? Then I'm going to see if I can open the map in time. Oh, crap. We got development console. That's not good. No! No development console! Close. There we go. It is not happy. Let's try that again. Did I break it? Uh-oh. I think I blew its little mind. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Joe. I need to restart the whole game. I blew its little mind. I told you I was good at breaking stuff. The Alt F4 button works. You missed nothing. Nothing to see here. It's all good. You didn't miss anything, Adam. I definitely did not derail the train. There was not a massive pile of carnage. Okay, it's loading everything in. I may have hit open the map too soon. Uh-oh. Refresh track. Throw a switch. Ta-da! Yeah, no problem. It's all good. Do-do-do-do. Perfectly normal. Nothing happened. Do cars spawn in with their brakes on or something weird? No, it's just this grade, I think. Yeah, it's just the grade being tough. Hey, come back here. Oh, I'm stuck in the logs. The locomotive sounds different. Yeah, so don't open the map while the game's loading. That seems to have freaked it out completely. Alright, you're straight. You're good. Need to throw you, and then we should be heading down to the mill. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I didn't have enough logs, Adam. This is all the logs I had. Yep, sure glad I remembered to throw that switch so we didn't derail. Yeah, like I think what I did last time was go to settings. There's something up with the sound file with the Loco. That's why it's so loud. Speaking of settings, so yeah, so like ground detail, yeah, it changes the mesh. So if I turn that down, I haven't noticed it updating this any. Anyway, I don't know why this slider's backwards, but it is. It's like it's got a second sound that's really loud. Maybe I should save and reload and get rid of the sound bug. I picked a great place to stop. By great, I mean terrible. Alright, save. Quit. Save and quit. Full stop. Make sure it's exited. Yep. Yeah, sometimes maybe not getting initialized right. Alright, everything's loaded in. Back out to our Loco. Oh, even that was weird. We'll see if it gets all strange now. Alright, lights on, reversers in position. Start getting the car brakes off. And away we go. Hey, get on the log. No, not stuck in the log, on the log. We're on a 3% grade there, so it took a little bit to get going. Oh, and as you saw, I do have a webcam. Hi, for all the new folks. Oh, my camera's crooked. There we go. Yeah, that's me. I have silver hair. It is there. It just doesn't show up because it's short. And I'm in the process of growing a beard, so. Pretty scruffy looking. But I've always kept the streams about the game. I don't have, like, follower pop-ups and stuff. I do see your follows on the feed. Appreciate that. I like to keep it about the gameplay. Not my ugly mug. He's bald 100%. Yep. I am getting a little thin up top, like my wife likes to remind me. I started going gray, though, when I was about 15 or 16. And I'm 46, so it's full silver now. Has been for probably a decade. You just got to the point in the ecstasy where I shaved. Yeah, for the last several years, I've grown a beard out in the wintertime. I just get tired of shaving. Keeps your face warm. I've noticed little sparkles around sometimes. Some kind of graphics artifact. I haven't tracked down what that is yet. Yeah, Adam's going to report me to OSHA. Got a hard hat on. We went over this. I've got a hard hat. I've got my high-vis vest. I've got my long sleeves. I've got my hard steel-toed boots. It's all good. 100% safe. I do need my red hat back, though. There we go. My wife doesn't like the beard, but yeah, oh well. We've been married for 19 years. She'll get used to it. If we could build roads and stuff, I would absolutely go nuts building the map out. Can't believe I've got 18 grand already. It's like halfway to a GP38. This lumber is pretty lucrative. Yeah, parts of my beard are still normal color. I used to have really dark brown hair 30 years ago. But most of my beard is white. Yeah, you can, we could sync up the locos, couldn't we? Make a big old train. Yeah, I love that there's like trucks and cranes and stuff. It's awesome. These logs must be fairly hefty too, because we're not getting any great speed. Yeah, I guess we're doing almost top speed, so there is that. I feel like the sound is louder. Try that. Got it set to GPU melting graphics level. Not really. I can run 144 FPS. It's like locked to my monitor refresh rate. The game runs fantastic. I think I set the switches, right? Yeah, I think we're all good. Oh, weird. It was like at a zoom level, but not at a zoom level. That was fun. As soon as I moved the mouse, it snapped to its old zoom level. Oh yeah, I still have the crane to sell, so we've got another 4,500 bucks. Well, the way this is going, maybe I should keep the crane around. Something else cool is you can do dual gauge track. So there's also narrow gauge, and you can put narrow gauge in the middle of this track and have dual gauge track. That is really cool. You gotta watch the train size. Yeah, I haven't gotten any monster trains yet, so the frame rate may dip. Yeah, you can, Adam. I tested that with putting a narrow gauge switch off of the track, and it just kind of goes through the track. So it does work. It looks a little janky, but it does work. Yeah, all my specs are on the Twitch channel about page, or the info panel below the stream, whatever it's called. So yeah, I've got a i9 something, 9900K, I think. 64 gigs 64 gigs of RAM and a 2080 Ti. So it does all right. Yeah, gigs of RAM, exactly. It's been a long day. Work tends to melt my brain. So then I go play video games. That's right, the NASA PC. Alright, we're headed for that blue diamond. There's a red diamond behind it, I think. We're heading down here to the lumber mill. Uh-oh. Don't slow down too much, train. This is all the power you got. Oh, you got a 4th gen Intel? I mean, that'll still play the game, right? Just gotta turn some settings down. Yeah, the 2060 is a good card, so that's no slouch. Yeah, I probably need to buy another engine when we start to add too many more cars, because this is a 6.5% grade here. Which I could level out some of this. This was quick and dirty, get there track. That little hump right there is like 6% each way. So I might get enough lumber on here that I can't make it back out. Logs seem perfectly happy to just sit there. They're tied with invisible thread. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, getting down to almost half a tank. Whoa! There's no engine in here. I've been robbed, chat. Somebody stole the engine. Runs on unicorn tears and dream dust. One of these days I need to get the pickup and go find where the oil is. Be fun to explore for that. I know I can just look it up. I'm sure somebody has the locations marked. More fun if you find it yourself. Maybe we could make our own diesel eventually. Right now it's unlimited back at the starting point. Come on, train. This is only a 0.7% grade. You got this. What's this by? Okay, so that just buys stuff. Don't get anything back. So blue means they just buy stuff? Maybe. Ignore the cell coal. That's on all the boards. Oh yeah, locomotive. I was driving a locomotive, wasn't I? Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's more fun to find it. We'll get like the T-Rex and go exploring or something. Time to come screaming in, slamming on the brakes again. You've been here before, Adam. Look at that. I slowed way down. Totally got this. Oh, so if you sell to a town, it restocks the standard goods? Cool. That's where the standard goods are over there, the yellow. I tried coming from here down, and this is a giant mountain mess. You could eventually make it, but I didn't feel like spending a week trying to get the track down. Yeah, I've seen some people narrow gauge through there. You can transfer them with the crane, or if they're small with the forklift, I guess. There's not like an easy way to do it. We're gonna have so much lumber. Notice on that downgrade, so we need a decent amount of brakes holding it back. Nice, 24 grand. Swimming in money. $12 lumber. Goodness gracious. So we can go like a steady speed. Yeah, that's true. Coal and oil. Yeah, maybe I could triple stack. I didn't think it was high enough. I don't know if I can haul 12 lumber out of here with a single engine. It's going to be, what, 180 tons? These are 15 apiece, somebody said. Oh, you can just kind of double click. All right. I wasn't sure if they would interfere with each other. All right. There it is. Seems like a good time to save. Uh-oh. Whoa! Come on, dude. Just get on there. Hey, should we throw the switch this time? Alright, we'll get back up to here at least. And then I probably ought to go to bed. I gotta work tomorrow. We'll get back up to the central part there. Can't see! Well, this is what 180 metric tons of lumber looks like. Let's see if we can actually make it back to the spawn point. It's gonna be a little tight. At least we have it moving. The Ural is okay now for transferring goods. But how would you load the Ural? Like if we had stuff on a flat car with the forklift? I can't pick one of these up with the forklift. I tried that. Oh, you're talking about the crane Ural. I haven't tried that one. If it lets you control the the rotation of the load, yeah, that would be pretty handy. I'll have to give that a whirl sometime. I bought that one. I bought the Ural crane and it would rotate, so I thought it was broken, not realizing that that's how it is now. So I need to give it another look. Oh, the rotation stays locked. Awesome. So that would make doing the goods a lot handier. So there you go. You could do that from standard to narrow gauge, or vice versa with the Ural crane. So it's kind of like a bigger, it's like a telehandler, kind of. It's like a forklift, but it can pick up a lot more. I like riding back here, it's quieter. I'm thinking we probably want to go full regulator. We got that 6% grade coming up. But as long as we have the speed, that'll help carry us up over, because it's just a real short section. I'm looking forward to a faster Loco, though. We're well on our way. I kind of want a GP38. That's like an iconic Loco. We're getting closer. I think they were 35,000. What's up, Delta? What kind of game you got? I'm not usually into like the horror, spooky stuff. Not really my thing. But what you got? Elon's Hyperloop train? Choo Choo Charles, huh? Alright, I'll have to check it out. I took the handbrakes off, right? Pretty sure I did. This is wide open. But almost top speed, so it's not terrible. A spider engine that chases you. Here's the big grade. We're going 28, so hopefully we can make it up over the hump. Oh yeah. No problem. We dropped like 10 miles an hour, but we made it. I haven't done much in the cab driving, so we'll hang out in the cab for a little bit. Another little short section, and I think we're getting pretty close. Never mind. Yeah, we're not too terribly far. Getting fairly close to home base. Uh-oh. Everybody push. We're down to 12 miles an hour. Okay, so 180 tons of goods is about all this engine can handle coming from there. It's good info to have. What that is. Circuit breakers, maybe? Yeah, I thought we were coming around the bend. Turn that back up and I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, you made this cab from parts? Gotcha. Yeah, it does the job. And the F40 is the best example. Might have to check that out. I think it was like 45,000 or something. I mean, technically that's a passenger loco, but right? The F40 a passenger loco. Which, from what I understand, we will eventually have passengers too, so that's cool. That's a lot of lumber. Let's get a screenshot of that. Good job, little whatever you were, LD. Don't click on it. LDM 12. Good job, little loco. You did good. Alright, I want to come through there. Come through there. Run! Think. Hey, look, the track's clear. Oh, they were freight, the first ones. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, that's that steep part that I need to fix. No! Yeah, I need to fix that. Save before making changes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Actually, I can probably just hook back onto that. So the problem was the switch wasn't level. So we got our end menu, and then T and Y scroll through here. So we need to go find the right switch, and then up, down arrow, switch which snap end you're on. And then I need to lower it down, but not that much. Let's try that. How's that look? It's still a little high. Problem is I can't look down here while I'm snapping it on there. At least you can build in third person. That's nice. Let me go down. No, I can't see. Let me go down here. What's up, Darkwind? There we go. That's better. It's pretty much sitting on the ground. Still, really, it's still just a tad high, huh? Well, we're redoing it. Let's redo it. Yeah, that looks like it's disappearing into the mud. Gotta be right. Alright, sitting right on the ground. I like it. Oh, it won't link to that? Uh-oh. Unfortunately, link to that. Alright, now let's get rid of this. It's not going to link to that, so we need to get rid of that little piece. Beautiful. Okay. So that should be a little better slope. It's still a little bit of a slope, just because that's lower ground, but it's not exaggerated because that switch was floating. So you can see on mostly flat ground, laying track is a snap. It gets a little, well, it gets a lot harder if you're not dealing with flat ground. Hopefully someday we'll have a track with like built-in roadbed and you can actually lay a grade that way. I forgot I was going to fill up with fuel. Too late. Well, let's stop now. We'll leave that off. Yeah, it's 900 millimeter. This stuff is 1490, I think. No, 1430. And we have 900 millimeter. Without sleeper. So I can do that. No? Or maybe I was on the switch. There we go. I was on the turnout back there. So I can put narrow gauge in the middle like that. Yeah, didn't realize I was standing here on the switch. I had to move down. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You have the dual gauge option. That's why this track here where you buy stuff is doubled. So you can actually come off here and add your double track. Pretty cool. I don't know if that's an actual gauge or if it's just something for the game. Anywho, appreciate y'all hanging out. Thanks, Joe, for all the answers and an awesome game. Appreciate it. Yeah, I need to head off to bed. I got to work tomorrow. And it's getting late. We got a lot done, and we're sitting at $28,599. Let me go just confirm some prices, so I know what my target is. We could double up on the engines. It does have the ability to slave the locos together. Another one of those is only $4,500, so that's definitely an option. So that's only 25. I don't know power-wise how that compares. I think I want to just go. So that's 35,000. That's not bad. So that's the same price. I mean, it's a Burlington Northern GP38. I kind of have to get it. It's like my favorite railroad, my favorite engine. I think we'll save up for that. We only got 10 grand to go. So probably after we deliver that lumber, we can buy a bigger engine. Be checking that out and get some real trains going. See how that all plays out. But anyway, off to bed. Have a great rest of your night or morning, whatever it may be. If you're new here, thanks for hanging out. I'm just a casual streamer. I don't have any kind of schedule, but it's usually in the evenings or nights, Central US time, and just whenever I have time. They're pretty random. Not even sure what I'll ever be playing. Check out the YouTubes as well. Bye, folks. See ya.